back to the channel, fat boys. I have never done an oil change in my life, so I am now learning from Lil Rick. So thank you, Lil Rick, for allowing me to be here in this very undisclosed dungeon. Yes. I was going to say torture chamber, but that works as well. What side do you mostly work on from?
It depends on the exhaust, really. If you're on the right side, sometimes it's easier. It's always easier from the left side, but you can do it from the right side depending on the exhaust that they have.
So for this one
I'm on the right side because the exhaust is not in my way of me being able to see the bolt, the drain bolt for the transmission that's in between the shocks. This is a 05 Softail Springer. Oil drain bolt is right there. Do you want to sit on it?
Yeah.
Up straight so I can get a better look at it. Okay, it's like a 3/16 or 5. Give me the ratchet. See a ratchet over there?
Yep. Which one are you breaking first? Or are you just loosening them?
I'm just loosening. This is the drain bolt for your primary.
Okay.
This one is a 3/16. A lot of times it's a T40 also. It just depends on the make and model. Basically, I break them loose, then get my pan ready, and then it's just like finger tight. It's like watching Dexter. Here's the oil.
Quick as lightning.
And yet I still got it on me.
Yeah, I think she needed an oil change.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think he's got it right at 5,000 miles. I try to cut it a little short of that. And actually, reality, I should have done the transmission one first, and I might not even be able to get my hand up on there to get it with that pan in my way.
Note to those that are doing this, make sure you do transmission first.
Pull your dipstick out, make it drain faster. Boom.
Where's the dipstick? Right there for this bike.
Right there. It was all soft tails right there. Man, these things are barely on there. No pressure.
And so now you're removing the primary for what? The
Help it drain, and you got to put fluid back in it. You could go through this inspection cover, but we're not messing with the chain, so I like to go through here so I can see the level of the primary fluid that we're putting in. Power tools, people. Get you some power tools. Always replace this.
What's that?
It's your derby cover gasket. Replace the O-rings on your drain plugs.
And so right now you're removing those gaskets from those bolts.
O-rings.
The O-rings?
Basically gasket, but it's O-ring. A little screwdriver works better than a pocket knife. Or improvising.
Now it's the transmission?
Yeah, but we're going to put this bolt back in here.
So it's in place?
Yeah, that way I can't drip oil all over the place. But then we're going to continue to let the engine oil drain. I like to let it drain as much as I can, get all nasty out there.
How long does it normally take for the oil to drain out? Like 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean,
in a perfect world?
In a perfect world. I mean, sometimes if the oil, if they're like way overdue for an oil change, like I'll let it sit overnight. Oh, someone put red line in there. AKA Pepto-Bismol.
And that's transmission?
Yep. We're going back with Formula Plus.
Keeping a Harley? Ooh, does that smell the transmission?
Yeah.
Why is it spicy?
I've never smelled that before. Do you need to replace anything on that one? Or are you just trying to get it off right now?
We're trying to get the O-ring. Replace the O-ring and get my fucking socket out of it. Down. Didn't even have an O-ring on it. Anyway, you need to remove that plug as well.
Which plug? This one? It's worn.
Well, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that one.
Yep. Oh, it's kind of stripped. There we go.
Is it better to work on these when they're warm or cool?
Yeah, no, you want it hot before you change your oil. I've never had to replace this O-ring. If it's not damaged, it's not damaged. Don't worry about it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. And now we wait.
Beer break.
That's it. Not too bad.
A few moments later.
So what are you doing right now?
Put the drain plugs back in. All right, so all that's done. Now we need to remove the oil filter.
So what's that tool called? Just an oil filter.
Yeah, just an oil filter tool. And especially on this model, if you don't have this and you use one of those like Home Depot car application ones, you'll scratch your case. Ask me how I know, because I've done it.
So which one do you recommend?
The Harley one, what I'm using right now. And these things are only supposed to be like hand tight plus half a turn. And this one's not.
This one definitely got put down torque. Where did he not oil the O-ring?
That could be the case too. That's what it sounds like. Hear that? That's a duck fart.
Yum.
Yeah, that's nasty, so I always spray it really good.
In case you guys don't know, brake cleaner is God's remover juice.
That's removed. Make it rain. I love the smell of it.
Oh no, between that, transmission fluid, and monoxide in here, whew.
Man. Load this. I pour too much on there. You shouldn't have to do this, but make sure you oil that seal.
You just fill it up and then you...
4 ounces is a good rule. We got Robin in the house. What's up, Robin?
Ayy.
She's drunk.
Not yet.
Anyway, let it touch and get about a half a turn or a full turn. My hands are so slippery I have to use a rag. That'll hold 1,000 horsepower.
And it's how many quarts?
We're gonna put 3 in it. And then we're gonna get it really hot. Ride it at least 8 miles and check it. Sometimes you gotta add some, sometimes you gotta take away. Most of the time this gets me pretty close.
How do you take away?
Just get the oil out of there, like a vacuum bleeder.
Funnels help also, but that's too fancy for us right now.
Then really, that could sit there for a couple minutes and get all the use out of it.
24 ounces and transmission. Formula Plus.
Formula Plus. That's what this guy wants to go with. I like Sin 3, but I'm not against Formula Plus. Different strokes, different folks.
You want to feel that friction on the O-ring pressing against it type of thing. You want to feel the pressure of it pushing down.
Yeah. All right. Now I need you to sit on the motorcycle and lift it upright so we can feel the primary so the fluid doesn't fall out as we're trying to feel it. And I don't ever pay attention to how much goes in here. I just look for that spring and make sure I cover that spring. Make sure it's dipping into the oil.
So what are you looking for?
This, can you see that?
No.
Okay. Well, it's called the spring plate. And you want
yes, the spring plate, yes. I was looking for a liquid, yes.
You want that going into the oil. Like you want the oil touching this just by a little bit, eighth of an inch is fine. As long as this is going into the fluid, you're good.
So you're looking at the very bottom of it and you're seeing where that...
Yeah, where the level is. We're there. Once I use basically almost 32 ounces. Yeah, it's definitely in there. Let's button this up.
New derby gasket?
Brand new. It's not. It's not brand new. It should be brand new.
You just want to get all the bolts started?
Yeah,
in a start pattern?
Get them started. Then they have a specific torque pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a range of, I can't recall what the range is, but I always just go to 100 inch-pounds. And to the best of my memory, that was like right in the middle from the bottom to the top spec. And it hasn't failed me. Mic drop, motherfucking done.
And so now the test ride?
Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
I'm just trying to, because oil probably still going to drip off of it. And I don't want it on my floor.
Okay, so you're just going to let it sit for a little bit?
And I'm not test riding tonight.
All right, so after this point, what should you do next?
What do you mean?
Like if it wasn't 20 degrees outside right now, what would be the next thing you should do?
Oh, go ride it. Get it hot, then do a hot oil check. Make sure the level where it's supposed to be when it's hot.
And if it's not?
Add more or take away.
Yep.
Make it be right.
And so I guess the biggest thing that we have learned from today is that for every bike is going to be different, but the biggest things that are going to help you in doing your general maintenance for your motorcycle is to have enough prep. Make sure that like you're taking care of your area. Lay things down because messes will fucking happen. Go through an inspection. Do like a pre-checklist to make sure you have everything that you have. Run through it in your mind beforehand. Run through it, like go see like all the tools that you need. So make sure you have all the tools that you need. Make sure you have your filters. Make sure you have all the oils and all the fluids that you're going to need for whatever you're working on. Make sure you have all the wrenches and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everything that you're going to need for the job. And then have some time, because that's all it really takes. The preparation and time is the key things for this job. So Rick, thank you. I appreciate it. I learned lots.
Peace out, fat boys.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. If you're not already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.